last of the elderberry. And considering I have 5 whole large brown bags full of elderberry in my freezer right now, I'm gonna let the birds have this. So hey guys, welcome to Appalachia's Homestead. Welcome to the jungle. We're really in jungle mode now. Guess what? Tomorrow is September 1st. It may be September 1st or 2nd by the time I get this video up. And we're pretty much done with all the gardening. And I wanted to make a video focusing in on giving advice. Well, if you want to take it, you know, do what you want to do what you need to do. My opinion on what I think most people need to be focusing on and what we're focusing on right now, and how we sort of switched gears on a couple of things. I spy with my little eye a random tomato, right? So we're at the end of gardening season pretty much. Now my pumpkins, I have a gajillion Cherokee tans. They're starting to turn. I do have that. I have sweet potatoes still in the ground because I started digging them up and I thought they looked still a little bit small. So I sort of wanted to see what they would look like after Labor Day. So Labor Day is on Monday and it's all in this jungle over here. And I do sort a few potatoes over here I need to dig up, and I'm letting my corn go to seed. I could have had, did you see that? Was it like an attack of the mosquito? What was that? Was it a drone? What was that? Probably. So here is what I'm talking about. So after we really got hot and heavy into garden season and I started harvesting my blackberries, lots of tomatoes and peppers, which I'm sure I still have a couple of peppers left. Peppers, we're gonna have peppers till like Christmas. It's always that way. That's a good problem. I decided that I wanted to let a lot of my items, particularly like the beans, go to seed. My corn, I'm letting it go to seed because it's heirloom. I don't know a lot of you have been asking about the green beans that I grow on the trellis that you can barely see. I did 2 really huge picks and then I had at least 2 more, and I said, nope, I'm gonna let that go to seed. So my Anasazi seed, my Cherokee wax, some of my Roma 2s, and the remainder of my Missouri Wonders, I'm letting them go to seed because it's very difficult to get them if you can find them at all. So I know I've got something very precious. So here's what I'm saying. We made a choice to pull back a little bit of items that we could have harvested and that we could have put on the shelf for future gardening. Now, I want to translate this to you and tell you why. While I feel that growing your own food is imperative, and clearly we can, and clearly we do, preparing for the future of next year's garden is huge. I am not going to be doing any fall gardening. I know a lot of you do or already have started. 2 reasons. Number 1, I decided to not do it because of time right now, because we're demolition derby, demolition derby on my house. And because I wanted to switch a lot of things to seed saving, which means they have to be sitting out and drying. So it was less as I was going to be tearing out. I didn't think I was going to get any pumpkins. They came on late. Now I'm getting a ton. So I finally just said, okay, if I get anything in the ground for fall, I still have some time. It might be some greens. I'm going to be okay. I have other ways to prepare. But here's the thing also. I really think that it is imperative for everybody to be preparing outside of their own personal resources. Yes, you need to be doing it. Yes, you need to be growing stuff. But my goal, as we've talked about before on multiple videos, is I got what I got, and I was sort of seeing what that looked like, and then I said I'm going into seed saving mode. I can still get things on the shelf. Are they as cheap as they were a year ago? No, and we could rant and rave about that all day long. But here's the thing. I've been doing a lot of math on buying certain items, my canning jars, my lids, the time and all of that. In a lot of ways, depending on what I'm getting or what I've grown myself and how I'm getting it in jars, depending on the item, sometimes I'm just breaking even. So I'm trying to switch gears, seed save, focus on other projects, and when and how I can get things from my Mennonite friends, when I can get things from my other farmer friends, and when I'm not gonna make any apologies about going to Aldi and buying canned potatoes. Even though I have a gajillion potatoes, if I want to pick up a flat of potatoes today, if they have it, and or whatever, then I'm gonna do so. I'm trying to take advantage of all of my resources. If you don't know this right now, we've already talked about this in the last week. You have a situation with potatoes, okay? I made a video last week. A lot of you were seeing problems. You have sent me a gajillion emails and pictures showing shortages, how nasty your potatoes are on the shelf, etc., etc. So that's why I'm saying, get it while the getting is good, any which way you can get it. Now we have transitioned, no surprise here, into tomatoes. This should not come as a surprise to you due to lots of issues with supply chain shortages, fertilizer, drought, heat, all of the above. California has had a numerous, y'all are just like an endless problem. I don't mean that personally for you guys, and I know most of you hate it too. I get it, but y'all are. I mean, and it's done to you on purpose. It should make you irate. So long story short, so now even today, Fox Business has come out and said, tomato shortage, guess what? And it goes into this, I'll link the article down below. It talks about inflation, it talks about the drought. So anything that you like to get that's a sauce, a salsa, a paste, a ketchup, all of the above, even if you grow your own, if you make your own, you buy some of it somewhere too. I mean, yeah, you do. Okay? Most of y'all do. Come on. And there's no shame in that. So don't apologize. But you're going to see major increases in price, and you're going to see shortages. It's already been said. Now, I got information about this last week, and then we got sucked into all the things that we're doing and potatoes and all that stuff. So here we are now. Potato, potato, tomato, tomato. Let's call the whole thing off. So at this point, I'm seed saving also my corn beads. These are my Cherokee corn beads, and I do a small harvest every single year. Miss Lou is not getting any this year. Somebody came and mowed hers down. So I'm probably going to be doing a really nice donation. Look at these, they're black. Aren't they beautiful? All the different colors. So this is a fun thing I do every year. It's really nice to have these. It's a good reminder of so many struggles of so many people in the past, and that, guys, we got to be strong. So here is that beautiful tunnel that you saw just a couple of weeks ago. It was just beautiful and lush and so many green beans. You see all that brown right there in the light. Wait. I can't find my, find my way. I swear, I haven't been drinking anything. You see that area right up in there? See it? It's hanging down. There it is. All that, those are all drying beans. So I'm going to be seed saving from that, seed saving from my cosmos, seed saving from the cosmos. So, I just sort of let things go. We do this every year. So it happens every year. It's sort of a sad time though. But this was done with, in a sense, on purpose, because it's time to move on and time to pick new battles. And I just want to remind you that we are all in this. I just got done talking to Miss Lou, and I had sent her some information today, stuff I talk to you about all the time. I go back and forth with her. And I asked her, I said, what would you advise people? If you don't know who Miss Lou is, she's my Cherokee elder, my language teacher, lover. And I said, what would you tell people? And I already had an idea. She said people need to pray, and they better be praying harder. And so there it is, coming from one of the last and few fluent Eastern Cherokee speakers, folks. It doesn't get any more deeper. It doesn't get deeper than that, okay? She's very spiritual. She is a Christian. She loves the Lord. And she will tell you right now that, you need to be praying. Get on your hands and knees. You better be praying, because God's the only one that's going to help us. And you better be working. So that's what we're doing. So I just want to say to you, I know a lot of us are very frustrated with a lot of things. We're trying to work really, really hard. And if things didn't work out for you in your gardens the way that you want them to, take it as a lesson learned. take it as a time to switch gears. It's about being able to adapt. It's about being able to recognize that circumstances are not exactly what you wanted or what you expected. You can't control that, okay? You know that as well as I do. But how can you adapt? There is no shame in the game. We're going tonight. I'm going to go pick up more tomato items. Do I have some spaghetti sauce? Do I have some spaghetti sauce? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I've got plenty of canned tomatoes. But you know what? I also know what's coming, and you know what's coming. And I know that we're going to be responsible for ourselves, and only responsible for ourselves, because it's going to be very difficult to help others. You know, you're seeing today on the news again, what is it, Bath and Body Works? No. Bed Bath and Beyond. Bed Bath and Beyond. I'll get them confused, okay? Bed Bath and Beyond is closing 150 stores. Did I read that right? Going to be laying off people. It's just not getting any better. I know that's not the news you want to hear, and I know that you get frustrated hearing it over and over, but I think it's important to be reminded on a daily basis, because time is very crucial. So listen to me. If you didn't see last week's video, I want you to get in the car in the next day or two, tonight, tomorrow, and I want you to pick up some potatoes, canned potatoes, potato flakes for all I care. Put them on the shelf. While you're there, some mixed vegetables and different things like that. Get some protein items, and no, I am not telling you to eat some nasty cricket. Okay? Recognize all that crazy town. And to understand that if you like tomatoes for many different recipes, many different things, I would be picking up on some tomatoes. Because, the reality is even if, like me, I grew beautiful tomatoes this year. I put a bunch in the canner. It was a good season for us. And I had 42 tomato plants. Now, some of you are big time growers and you may have had like 750,000. No, I don't have that many. But even for those of you that just have a couple, I'm telling you right now, for even if you have 40 to 60, which is a very manageable number for me, I know this because I've done it for a long time. Somewhere between 40 and 60 is a good number for Patera. She gets a good yield. But you know what? I still have to supplement that. I buy diced tomatoes at the store. I buy ragu or what, just whatever. Because the reality is, this is not going to sustain a family with what we're used to. Is not going to be that amount of tomato plants and what I've got on the shelf that I did myself is not enough to sustain a family for till the next growing season, for a year. It's not. You need to realize that. I have to constantly remind myself. So this is why I tell people, there is absolutely no shame in the game for you right now to click off this little video and go, okay, girlfriend, and I'm going to Aldi, or I'm going to Walmart, or I'm going to wherever, just to make sure that I have a few extra things on the shelf, okay? And if things are just few and far between at this point, okay, listen to me. If things are just few and far between and you have not been seed saving, please do so. We know about seed shortages. You've already been warned about that. There's just shortages of everything. So anything that you can secure that can see you through to hopefully guarantee you something to jumpstart you next spring, that is where you need to be focusing at this time. I love you guys. I appreciate you. I was thinking about you. We're busy. Things are coming along pretty good here at the house. I got the bathtub in. I know. I just stand there and said, I tapped it. And I was like, thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. It takes about 3 days because we had to reset the floor. We had to put cement in so that it didn't buckle. Then we had to get the tub in. Then it had to set. Now we got the walls in and they are setting. They're getting the new plumbing in. We did have a plumbing issue. We did not know. But now we know. Knowing is half the battle, right? So anyway, so I should have hopefully a running shower by either tomorrow night or the next morning. And it's just the simple things, y'all. Don't take them for granted. A simple shower. What a blessing. Don't take any of it for granted. Do what you can, where and how you can, because everything matters, okay? We appreciate you. We'll see you tomorrow. Well, this may be up tonight or tomorrow, but we'll make another video tomorrow to see you the next day. We'll be back. Like, subscribe, and share. We appreciate you. Stay cool, and we'll see you on the next video.